Here we go, we're working on this thing here. I kind of built the whole head first, and there are some layers down here. Let's show that. Let's get rid of this guy. So there's part of the beard. There's the glasses down here, so actually turn it into something else if I wanted to later, but that's pretty interesting in and of itself. But you can see there's different parts to this thing, so we'll just continue with what we have here. Was it this one? Yeah, kind of made a copy of the head. This is what I want to do with the body. I just kind of set it up here for it, to kind of catch the pose a little bit here. So I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. You're gonna see me experiment. So I kind of think that I want to get this guy wearing a vest like this, but as you can see, this dude has a alright, let's start that over. Hold on. Just gonna hide that. This guy has like a leopard print or something right here on this vest, which is kind of weird and interesting. So I might do that, make this guy look, he's got that modern style going, but you could. I got a podcast going on in the background here. Good, turn that down. Should I just fill this with color maybe? Let's see. Let's pick a nice. That looks kind of like a leopard print color. For now, we're just doing place markers for now, really. Why isn't that? Is that because it's... What's going on here? Of course you're not coloring. What's going on? Let's see. Let's estimate. Now are you gonna color for me? What's happening? I don't get it. Something weird going on here. Let's see if I can do. What's going on with this layer? I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna restart the program. Yeah, 'cause that's strange. No. And I've got all these pictures here for some reference. So if I ever get stuck, I'll just have something to go back into refer to. Let's restart Gimp. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I never know where I save my stuff to, but there we go. And we've got... Now let's see, will that paint? Yeah, of course it will now. We still have the selection there. Zoom in a bit. Grab us another selection. Yeah, whenever something starts acting weird or wonky, then just go ahead and restart. And I've done this part about 6-7 times so far. Get that color back. Boom, there we go. Okay. Then maybe you want to do a different color. I'll probably put it on the same layer though, just to make it a little easier. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So what we can do is let's do it a different color for now. And let's see, we can just go ahead and copy that layer. Go to layer, transform, flip horizontally. And you can see that's close enough. And so we've got like this fold here. I guess that's a fold in the vest. Alright, so we can just merge those two layers for now. All this is subject to change. And kind of hide that for now. Do like the other parts of the vest. What I want right now is just kind of a shell that we can add some color to. And this is gonna go behind his arms, so it doesn't really matter the shape too much. Just as long as the parts are showing that need to be shown. Just as long as those parts are being shown. We can make this kind of loose. Let's see. So we'll take that same color, make a new layer, put on this layer below that one. Boom. And then just to get a little bit of a, we hit Alt and select that. And we could take this purple, bring it down some, and then just kind of fill it up with that. Move this out of the way for a second. We got ourselves a little bit of a separation from the background. That's not enough. Take the opacity down. Bring his head up here. I don't know what happened to that. Huh? A lot of glitchy stuff going on right now. Where'd this one go? I have to back up just a little. Okay. Take you. We up here. Crap. Okay. Go layer or no view. Show layer boundary. I don't want to see that right now. What we could do is put a stroke around this also, just to define those lines a little bit more. Stroke. We could have actually done that color right there, couldn't we? Let's just try that and see what that looks like. Stroke selection. Just give it like a 1 pixel, just to define a little bit. There's gonna be that shirt in here, the tie, and all that stuff, so we're just gonna have to work out all these parts. And we'll hide this stuff for now. Got this arm coming through, so we definitely want to get that in there. And I don't really know what the, because the hand I want to kind of make it, because this guy's a barber, and I want him to be holding a pair of clippers. Alright, so we'll go ahead and choose, I believe that's this color here. Let's do that for now. Put on another layer. Call that the front. The front arm. And we'll go ahead and color that in. We got another piece right here, which is the arm too, so maybe we can just color that in for now and then just create a shadow over there after, just to give it the illusion. There's a good little spot there too to create that shadow. And I do want the other arm to go on the layer beneath that one, so we'll do it behind arm. It should have been like left and right, but whatever. It doesn't really matter what you call it. Nobody's gonna even see those names. Those are just for you. And we'll go ahead and make this selection here. Give him like real pointy elbows. And kind of block in the hand just a little. Doesn't really matter so much at the moment, but these are things we could always tweak. So put that one underneath here, and we'll also do this in this color. That's our arm color. And if we want to like chisel that arm up a little bit, just make yourself a selection around it and then cut it out a little bit, and there you go. You got a little bit more of a definition there, and we'll add some shadows and stuff in afterwards. Let's make a new layer and just call it sleeve L. We can make a selection here. And I just like to put these things on different layers. Like with the face, it took me a lot of tweaking and stuff in order to get it. And I think I'm pretty proud of it so far. Of course, it's not perfect in any way, but you know, one day it'll get there. Hopefully with more tweaking and stuff like that, you can get it to where you want it to be. I could have just switched back from the background color there, but I didn't. So as you can see, there it's starting to take shape here. You could even just do both sleeves on one layer. So I could just change that to sleeves, because those should stay in the same spot, you know, relative to, let's do the background color like a grayish, and then just put that in. I'll just put this here. Sleeve. Oh. And then I'll do, yeah. And then I could take this and put it underneath this arm. And we got that right there. And if I were to do a stroke around that, let's just do, we gotta select it first. Stroke it. Has a little bit of definition. I know this doesn't match this face yet. I can go back and change that as well. And also this has to go above that layer so we see that hand. These are always going to be, these are going to be defined, and also they're going to have I'm going to try to do some like makeshift tattoos on them to make it look more interesting. So let's see what we got so far. Might not look all that great yet, and it doesn't. We have a hand that's supposed to go here. The sleeves not exactly, but we've got the shell. We've got, you know, things working now. So let's do a layer above this here. So we're gonna do the rest of the shirt here. So we'll call that the collar. Let's zoom in a little bit. And so there's imperfections in the face, you know. Got those real eyes in there, which makes it look a little bit more real, but from a little bit far away, it just, you know, real faces have imperfections anyway, so what's the big deal? It's all about how you feel about the art, man. So we made this layer called collar. We'll here's what we'll do. Okay, so we got those two layers now. The color should go back behind that. That's not the right one. It's just another one I was working with a little bit, trying to make it look like that pose. So we got you and color selected. We'll just go in here and do the collar. I think what I'll do is just make this shape and then put that stroke around it, the line work around it, that way it can be easily seen. So we'll fill it in. Hit Control period on the keyboard, and we'll do that just to give it a little bit of something to distinguish it from the background. And just kind of complete this. I know it doesn't all make sense now, but it will. Actually, we could have... No, this is fine. Alright, I'm gonna probably put that tie on the layer above that. And of course... No, I can go on this one. And then we'll just get yeah, so we got the basic shape there. And come back here and do some little shadow work. And I guess we don't really need this part right here. That was just something that was implied behind there, but I didn't really need that. So the hand's gonna go there. Okay. Yeah, he's got a pretty big head. Is this the one that I... Is this the head that I... No, that was the big one, bigger head. Let's get these... And I got, maybe my brain doesn't work as good as some of these other pro artists and stuff. I think I might change these colors on this vest also. There you go. And then there's these hands I wanted to I had these clip arts from. It's this one. Let's do this. Yeah, see, these hands right here are actually pretty good. I'm just gonna cut this one out. Select, invert. Of course, I need some alpha on there. Zordon, Zordon. Actually, we can go through and delete that around there. It'd be funny just leaving with that little tiny hand. But that's not what we're gonna do. Actually, no, before we do that, we've got to select it, hit Alt, and select that little window right here. And then go to Layer and crop the selection. And that way, when you go to actually resize it, then it'll... there we go, need to hit that little chain thing too, just so it can scale up properly. His hand needs to be a lot bigger. It's about that big. And we're gonna try to fit it right here the best we can. Cut it off at the wrist. Which sounds pretty gruesome, doesn't it? We're not using this actual hand, which I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you know, these clip art little pieces kind of look cool strewn together. But for the sake of this one, I'll scale down just a little tiny bit. Just so it fits right in there. See? Already it's starting to take shape. It just needs a ton of work. So we could put this sleeve. Where's that right sleeve at? Did I have the right sleeve here? Oh. I don't think I've ever drawn it. I didn't draw it. I promise you I know how to speak English. Okay, so one in here. Boom. Actually needs to come over a little bit more, so I'll just redo that selection. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a kind of a guideline. So on this one we could, yeah. It looks really weird. Let's change these colors up, man. They're starting to bother me. So maybe his collar can actually be black, and then the rest of the suit red. I think that might be something. Be a little bit better. Let me try a gradient on this. Let's just try a gradient. So we can do a gradient this way. Just make the red and then do a different color, or if you wanted to do blue or whatever color you wanted. And just give them two different shades. Go to the gradient here. And you could pick foreground to background blend, and I think I've already got that selected. And I could make sure you deselect it as well. Come on this layer. Let's go here. I'm not sure what this music is. Let's just let's go back here again. Royalty free music. Royalty free music. And hopefully we don't get a copyright strike. Still streaming. Still streaming. So it'd be good to go through and put some details here. I mean, as long as you get the pose together, you can go in and really tweak everything. To how you want it. And I would go through here, and I'm going to start doing some little line work on this hand. And turn these into some barber shears. Make a little pointed at the end. But you can see that, you know, pretty quickly you can kind of make something. Let me turn this up a little bit. Yeah, you see that gives it just a little different dimension. And we can come in here and change these. Maybe I'll just do that dark red color and then just change these to black. Think that will look good. Let's see. It's not terrible. And we could just change that to black as well. Just to have that be kind of a shadow behind it. I did that wrong. Let's see. Change that to black. Take the opacity down on that. Alright, I'll tell you now that it looks. What is it that I'm pressing that happens? Okay, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna save. It should come down on his. He's got a huge freaking head. Come down on that a little. The reason I made it so big in the first place was because I was kind of proud of it and I didn't want to lose any detail, but I'm gonna want to put some stuff behind here too in this background. And that's gonna be kind of tough with his head being so friggin' big. Also the placement. I said it's pretty good. So we'll go through and get some detail. Wow. Make a new layer. Know what I mean, player? Go through and just kind of trace this. Just so we can get that color. Snatch and grab that color. And we're going to get this basic shape here going. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as we get the general idea of it. We can go back and pick this color here. Just for now, like I said, those are subject to change. Color number 1, what's that? Is this anything at all? I don't think it is. Well, I think when I created the new layer, I just called it collar. I call it hand. You can tell I'm a professional. Pick hand. Plump. And we're also gonna put a stroke on this thing. That's odd. Just for now, it really does need a lot more detail. Let's put a stroke on this guy too. Let's have some placement of detail that we're actually going to further come in. Oh, we're going to select it. Unfortunately, this process takes forever, but it's just something that, you know, you got to do when it comes to art. It takes time. Okay, so let me put more detail here. Just got these fingers coming out. Put the scissors on a separate layer. Is this layer on top, or it is, right? I'll take that same pinkish peachish color. Just come in here and separate that arm from that wrist. Or, you know, connect those two, I should say. Separate, I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess I was thinking about plastic surgery. So, yeah, it's starting to come together a little bit. Definitely doesn't look as good as the dude that we're taking the reference from. Or it doesn't look as cool as him yet. Let's see. Go on this layer here. Gonna need a lot of little like kinks and crinkles and stuff like that. So we've got a pocket that goes here. I'll touch that. This is kind of what I was going for too, kind of cartoony look. But at the same time, I do want to have some realistic shading in here. Maybe some gradient going on, gradient effect. So let's see if I can get that going here. Let's see if I take this color and then just darken it down. Let me see if I do like gradient. So you've already got a little shadow type thing going on. I'll take that a little further too. It's too dark there. And then take our eraser, make it a little bit bigger. Blend that in a little bit. Alright, so on this one, so you can even make that a little bit darker. And go like right on here. Make a little line of color. It's not terrible. Let's see. Not terrible. And just add some shadow going down here. Yeah, see, that's not terrible. Just add a little bit more. Maybe like the tricep a little bit, just coming out. Just to give it a little something more of a detail. And this arm. Just do. We'll take this color here. Whoops. Yeah, it's gonna take quite a lot. Get rid of this. Hand for a second back here. See how that looks by itself. Definitely, you know, that thumb is looking kind of strange. It'll be okay. Looks like a nub. Like it was cut off or something. Put some more creases in here. I really like that. So it's like close to the same color as that. Let's see. It's a quick and easy way to do that. Like a little shadow, a couple shadows here. Alright, it's getting a little closer to what it's supposed to be. This there. There's a little bit more.
Wild West.
So many layers. So we go back to this color. Is that this color? Actually, we could do this over here. These sleeves. Oh, we have this gray. Ah, what did I just do? Hit the wrong button. Wrong color. What? It's weird. This thing's acting strange. Well, that's as far as I'm gonna go with it right now. I'm gonna put some more details into this thing, but these tattoos on the arms, that's gonna be excuse me, that's gonna be a whole other thing. The jacket needs a lot more detail. I could probably, fix some of these wrinkles and stuff in here. I kind of like how this one's going. It's got a good flow to it. This one can use a little bit more finessing and put some more wrinkles into this, but I don't know. For now, I think it's looking cool, and with a few minor adjustments, it could be awesome. So I guess we'll work on this, and we'll see you next time. But for now, you have a good afternoon, good evening, and buenas noches.